The staff of the Academic Advisement Center would like to welcome you to Registration 101. While on the Western homepage, click the Essentials tab followed by the Banner tab. Enter your username and password. If you need to reset your password, you can do so at a computer lab on campus. Once you have logged in, click My Registration Status, and then make sure you are on the correct term that you would like to register for. Your registration status page will give you all the details you need about registering. At the top, you'll see your begin time to register, and as you scroll down, you'll find the contact information for your primary advisor. Before the start of your registration time, it is important to see if you have any holds on your account. This is where you would see them. If there were holds, they would be listed here. Since you see you have no holds and that you know your registration start time, go back to the home page. Click More, and then scroll down until you see the tab Registration Add Drop Classes. This is the screen where you will enter your 6-digit PIN number. Remember, this number changes every semester and can only be obtained from your advisor. The Add Drop Classes page is where you'll actually register. At the bottom, you'll see the spaces for the 5-digit course registration numbers, which can be found on Open Close. Open Close is where you can find all classes that are available for the semester you'd like to register for. Make sure that you're looking in the right semester. Once you're in the right term, there are a variety of ways that you can search for open classes. Let's use an anthropology class as an example. By clicking the Open button seen here, you will only see classes that are currently available. You are now looking at all of the anthropology classes that are still open. These are the 5-digit CRN numbers here. Clicking on the CRN number will allow you to see more details about the class. When you click View Catalog Entry, it will bring you to a course description. It will also tell you the number of credits, what department it's part of, and the course attributes. It is very important to notice at the end of this course description for Anthropology 212, it lists a prerequisite for the class. This means that you will need to have completed Anthropology 100 before taking Anthropology 212. It is also important to click on the class title link. This will give you more specific details about any prerequisites or general requirements for the course. It will also tell you if you need to be in a specific level or major to be able to take the class. Once you switch back to the banner screen, you will be able to enter the 5-digit course registration number. Here, we are entering the course registration number for Anthropology 212. Let's also assume we've decided what other classes we would like to take, and enter those CRN numbers as well. Don't forget to hit the Submit Changes button, as this is how the computer processes your request. The Add Drop page will refresh, and you will be able to see your currently scheduled classes below. Pay attention to your total number of credit hours, as you want to make sure that if you are a full-time student, you remain full-time, or if you are a part-time student, you are taking the accurate number of credits every semester that you would like to take. Let's check out a few examples of errors you may receive while registering for classes. For example, if you are trying to register for a class that you have taken in a previous semester, you will see the error Repeat Count Exceeds 0. The red symbol means you have not been registered for this class. If for some reason you wish to repeat a class, please see someone from the registrar's office or from the Academic Advisement Center. as they are the ones who can complete an override for you to take the class a second time. Here is another example of a registration error you might run into. You'll notice it says prerequisite and test score error. This means you cannot take this class until you have completed another one previous to it. In this example, you cannot take Spanish 196 until you have completed Spanish 164. It also could mean that you did not receive the proper score on a placement test in order to take this class. The last error we are going to look at is what you will see when a class has reached its maximum capacity. As you can see here, the error message lists closed section. This error message means that there are no more seats available in this course, and you will need to receive an override slip from the department in order to register for the class. It is strongly suggested that you have backup courses in case you run into a closed section. And it is important to remember that departments give override slips at their discretion, and they are often only saved for certain situations. Let's take a quick look at how to drop a class once you have already registered for it. Under the Action tab, drag down to Web Drop, scroll down to Submit Changes, and the computer will process the class that you would like to drop. You can see where there had been 5 classes listed before, there are now only 4 left. Remember again to check your total number of credit hours. 12 is the minimum required to be a full-time student. Let's say in order for you to get back to 15 credits, you would like to add one more class. Enter the CRN number as you did before, hit Submit Changes, and you will see below that you are now back to being registered for 15 credits. Remember, if you are a full-time student, you cannot exceed more than 17.5 credits without an overload form that you would receive from your dean. If you go back to the home page and click on the More tab, you can click on View My Class Schedule to see the classes that you have just registered for. Many students find the grid schedule seen here to be very useful. This is because it is a more visual way to look at the classes you will be taking that semester. On this schedule, you can see the number, classroom location, and time of the specific courses. You can also click on the course numbers to find more specific details about the class. Let's go back to the home page and take a quick look at the other information that we can find on Banner. This page is where you can find more specific details on anything from your grades to your financial aid information. We hope you have found this tutorial helpful and that you now have a better understanding of how to register for your classes. As always, please do not hesitate to contact the Academic Advisement Center if you have any questions about registration.